Hey everyone, this is Latoya of Infinite Nature, and it's been a minute since I've been on live. I have not been on live since last year, so this is my first live of 2021. So, hello, you guys, and welcome for anybody that is new to the page. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I wanted to get on real quick. I don't want to take too long on this, but I had like a message that came to me early in the morning because I was up really early. And one of the biggest things that I heard or felt this morning was the importance of connecting with your ancestors. Now, if you're a person that don't believe in life after you transition from the physical realm, then this may not resonate with you. But for those of you that believe in spirits and believe that there's still life after you transition from the physical realm, this is for you. It's so important for us to connect with our ancestors because the ones that truly want the best for you, they will help you. Like if you have a relationship with them, if you take the time to connect with them. And I know that it may seem far-fetched or may seem weird or whatnot, but it really isn't. I'm learning that when you really, really take the time to have a relationship with them, they come through. Like for real. They will cover you, they will protect you, they will guide you. Even when you're in resistance, they will be there for you. Like it's just amazing. And also, recently I had a dream, and two of my ancestors who I knew when they were alive in the physical realm, they were in the dream. And I just remember just saying, hello, hey, how y'all doing? You know what I mean? And I knew it was just confirmation. Like in the dream, the one of the ancestors brought up something that I've been talking about recently. And it's the point I'm making here is that your ancestors is always here with you. And this is for people who actually believe in that. Like, it's just so amazing. And it's not hard to connect with your ancestors. You don't have to be extravagant, it doesn't have to be difficult. A lot of people don't even realize that they have altars in their house, and they don't even realize of their ancestors that are not here anymore. All you need is a candle. All you need is to just sit down and call out their names. That's all you have to do, and they're there. But that's the quick message, especially with today being January the 11th, 111. Like, that's an angel number. I feel like this day is a great day for downloads and to be mindful of what your intentions are. So that's just the biggest message, is that if you believe in life, that there's life after we transition to the physical realm, and you are very connected to your ancestors, to connect with them, to listen, to talk to them, have a relationship with them, because they're here to help us. And it's not something scary. It doesn't mean that if you are a religious person and you're a Christian, because I've had that too, where people be like, I'm a Christian, so I'm not into that ancestral stuff. And I'm like, well, if you really read up on history, you'll understand that you really understand the truth. I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, the other thing that I wanted to talk about was astrology. And I know that some people are very leery about astrology. They don't believe in it. They think it's BS. And a lot of times people use astrology to make excuses for their behaviors. And I understand that, but I'm here to tell you that it really can be used to your benefit if you study yourself. If you study it, it can be used in a very practical way. One of the most valuable things that I learned, I love astrology, but one of the valuable things that I learned recently from an astrologer was that if you look at your second, your sixth, and your 10th house, that helps you into seeing what area that you naturally make money in. Like things like that. Like, to me, if you take the time to study your birth chart, and your birth chart, let me back. Your birth chart is exactly the day you were born and in the time you were born. It's like exactly where the stars were when you were born, and you have all of the, the sun, where the sun was, which most people know that. You have your moon, you have your Mercury, your Mars, your Venus, and that goes on. It tells you exactly where everything was during your time of birth, and it also tell you which house it was in, and each house represents like a certain aspect of life. That's just a bit basic way to put it. It just represents a certain aspect of life, and you can utilize your chart in a way to really support you in living the life that you desire. And it helps, and also can be used as a guide to see if you are in alignment with where your assignment is and things of that nature. It also gives you insight on like why you do the things you do, but it's not here to make excuses for your behavior. It's not here, because sometimes that happens, that where people utilize it they make their whole world about that, and that's not it's supposed to be used as a guide, and it's a powerful tool if you take the time to pay attention to it. But astrology is a science. It does have value, and it's not something to sleep on. And I feel like if more people knew about the value of this, there would be less people that would be lost. I'm sorry, I'm just being real, especially when you look at different aspects that are not really discussed, such as like the North Node, which talks about your destiny and talks about what you're supposed to be focusing on in this lifetime, and then and the South Node, which focuses on what you may have been in a past life. You know what I mean? And behaviors that you're supposed to release and not use in this lifetime, behaviors that do no longer serve you, and a lot of times those behaviors may come natural to you, and sometimes it may make you have a natural talent for certain things. So that is just something to really, really keep in mind with astrology. It is not something to sleep on, and I'm going to start doing more videos talking about astrology and the things that I've learned over the years, because one thing about that really helped me is when I started studying myself and studying my own chart. It made me understand the people around me better, and I started studying their chart and started to understand them more, and it lessened the judgment, and it made me understand their path a little bit better. I have a daughter and she's 2 years old. I don't really look at her chart hardcore right now, because I don't want to shape her who she is based upon that. But I know that as time progresses, and I see how she unfolds and how she grows in her own, then I'll be able to look at her chart as she gets older and be able to support her, because it could be very powerful tool. It could be a very powerful tool if you utilize it in the correct way, and it could be very practical. As I discussed, there's ways that you can make you understand your path and why you chose the career you chose and things of that nature. And it may also give you insight on how you may have handled things that you had experienced in your life, and what your weaknesses and your strengths are. So there's value to that. There's a lot of value to that. But that's all that I wanted to share right now. But once again, welcome to everybody who is new to my page, and welcome, and you'll see more of me soon. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.